In love condition, your focus level is a more attention on object. So in love condition, in the case of mother and child, so same condition, both in the relationship mother and child, to close to their soul. But you know that their uh, talkativity, their expressions, you know that Allah Almighty is belong this relationship, biggest relationship in all over the humanity world, in animals, in different types of categories of living things. Mammals, just like mammals is a big source. You can discover the relationship of love. So that's why my point of view on all the chapter and summarize close on love. So most of the people why craze to engage to like a music, like a guitarist, like a ball, like a sportsman. If a die of the with their heartbeats with the balls, with like a basketball, tennis, with like a football. So I think I will discover the craze of a love. Why craze is a hang on your on zone out. I will discover on this zone. I think the best of the your soul connectivity to your their other objects. So you know that in relation of the mother, because that's why I repeated this same condition. So because we define easily love of the this planet and nature, so all of the love before, so in the case of we other negative picture, we love to any say to in my words to friendship of a girlfriend and friendship of a to all negativity engage the beauty of a you know that a stranger of the not your mother and not your sister, but I think, but why people engage to this negative thing? But Allah Almighty is a is a engage your senses to automatically your beauty. So I think that's why if we discover the real love and the real crazing your maybe your which you want to almost time between your objectives, between you wanna a multiple task and multiple be talented. So all of most of time when you feel when you all of spend time most of the year with yourself with others people, so people may be you are free from worries, free from uh, hates. So basically we're doing love and in the love of situation and condition, so we free from or those thoughts which you tease, which you're a lots of uh, maybe you can say that lots of worries on pressures. So in pressures most of hate time in hate condition and angry situation, so you picturize your mind to stop the thoughts, stop the condition of uh, on object of your picture on this condition when you're doing fight, when you're doing a angry with as a worker, as a boss, as a between both doing a fight. You know that I think fight before fighting to better way discussion on talk, discussion on work, then possible answer. You solve your condition situation, or maybe your situation is in within seconds change. You know that we have no control on all of the condition. So unfortunately we are misconception and misunderstand to person. So I think this world of the issue is not a big investment of amount, big in a big uh, you can say that big building of your home, and you can say a double story of your home, and triple and four, and market big marketing of your dream. So I think it's not a purpose of human to kneel down to their according talent, their according skills, their according big earn of money, and their living style is better. But I think we should remove uh, we fight to evils and we fight to hates. That's why I think love is more powerful condition. If you really, you should we should strength for using for all condition. That's why your love is you're causing when I think it's not necessary in our condition, making a condition. Just love is just like on a girlfriend. It's very wrong. I think the biggest example of love, uh, messengers. You know that messengers all do love to nature, to love to Lord Allah and God. Is a name of is a one thing. We layers of confusion to public, or maybe in the name of the cost, in the name of the religion. You know that it's all of the making a it's I am wrong, but the reality is all of the business. I can't say the business because we make a ethics of the people. So people explain the thoughts of according like this a mirror. So because you know that your happiness and your enjoyable condition and lovely moments when you feel from worries, free from money, free from uh, all of this society's pressure, because we are born in this society. At home society pressure with also home pressure, society between we are narrow-minded people create. We have no wide area of the people who create their discoveries according to help to this world. So I think, so why we are pressured uh, on every object. So I think it's very wrong. I think we should have to train, educate yourself in this purpose, because you know that societies are uh, seeing your making your condition is a narrow. So I think it's better than your wide range of your thoughts and your abroad thoughts, and making you helpful in every problem of these solutions. Discover your solution. If you wide thoughts, you know that unfortunately some of the objects we are so much strictness and more emphasizes on the word of the which you're not helpful yourself, which not you're helpful anybody. Because you know that why we emphasizes of those things which is not connectivity in future, in our child, in the field of the worker, in the field of the engineer and doctor. Why would they would have, why would we are like a race in the donkey? If I make a other person engineer, so we emphasize you make engineering. So in society we make a others is a others child, other kids in want to in a doctor. So our parents society create a pressure on child, you wanna go on this side, and other child what to do in their field, big name, big brand name of their parents. So that's why he become a doctor. I think is a make a foolish statement of parents, society, and conditionable of Mora scholar. I think we should emphasize on a broad thoughts on giving us providing a solution. So if we addicted in a cigarette, in a and smoking, etc., and lots of addictions. So I think more people engage to uh, because we need a peace. That's why we already we engaged almost our mind, over your senses, uh, going to a beauty, going to a which in your stay your moments is peace. That's why you make a enjoyable life. I think enjoyable life become a make a your paradise this world. You make a resolve the issue of the human. So what is the real purpose of as a human and other human is a big fighting on this planet and decided. So it's a we say a simple uh, others society as a society discussions, this is a wrong work, this is a better. I think most of the people are teaching to their mistakes, or maybe everybody is not a true, and everybody is not a superior. Because if really we mistakes accept, then your progressivity, when your level of the uh, achievements is high. Whenever my friend is asked is one day, say tell me to one day, people is already highest the way. One day I visiting the historical thing in we watch a big minar. Monarch means a highest period of the in condition of the uh, worship. So you know that people almost picturize, and in Paris, you know that familiar to people picturize themselves, picturize the the beauty of the Paris, or in like in the one thing I don't have in my mind, but you know that the Paris of the familiar thing is a monarch, it's called in Urdu words. So people capture this because people love to like a height. So automatically a human is a in the race, in the nature of the race, is love to highest highest the space. So one day I walking and I exercising for 500 stairs, doing exercise. So most of the people and kneel down and highest the eyes on the high on the way of the highest space. So I think people doing not a scene of the procedure of a struggle, the procedure of a steps. So because people don't follow the steps, because people uh, don't die yourself in a, but wishes we go to in a paradise, it's okay with that. So I have lots of examples for this love, so maybe you understand your examples for my point of view examples. So basically I become I repeat, I come on the I again come on the repeat of the object of love. So I think the real love, or if we seen already love condition experienceable in a taste, or in a beauty, in as a senses, or maybe a last six senses of the name of the nature. So hidden powers is your helpful for every person. I think my belief is already have a hidden powers, in especially in sportsmen discovers it easily. So hidden power means nature connect yourself, and nature talk to yourself to improve your a journey in the you can say that in the different fields like your which you love. So I think the real love of people may consider is just like all of the maybe want to as a babies, little kids are just like a Swedish like in the name of the chocolate, you wanna like this. So maybe just like in the name of the I will describe on the condition of the little. So I think I will talk only. I will if I want a discussion only, real love of between a nature of your uh, maybe Allah Almighty and the man's and connectivity of the nature. It's all the real love. So uh, next point of view, we have to we have to not make a full herds engaged to artificial items, artificial things which is not uh, which is exist but temporary, because all of the love is temporarily, because a human live to others humans which you want to love their which you want to their maybe a mother and a relationship for child, because their soul is activity expression. And I will observe the child of the mother relationship, because automatically uh, when a child cries has a feel of the same pain in mother and child. So same pain is just like your nature of the love between a man who love to a nature. So because nature is a deepest relation of the which you discover is of a man to a nature, to the highest is possibilities. A man is recognized as a aim of the come of this planet in this world. So automatically your answer is the real love of nature. So nature is purity to yourself, and no and don't do not second second doing work the name of the love, because we seen people maybe marriage and as wife and give up and leave their partnerships. So you know that it's a very temporary, it's an accident of every human life, because this relationship of you give a second life. So I think uh, the actually is real love and discovers your relationship is Allah and a man is a real reality between our love, because we you know that society divided in the name of the love in the conditionable. So that's why most of the narrows minded create, and between the if narrow minds creates almost the haters is produced in the large of numbers society creates. So that's why, so why is the purpose of we make a narrow child is a really purpose, and every child every parents, if we want to make a big enlightenment their parents, societies, countries and world. So it's all of the steps, it's all of the levels we have to a uh, real opportunity to your child. That's why enough your child is automatically on the route, on the steps wise walk to achieve more achievements. So I think message video is very long, but I wanna talk to it is openly, or openly positivity. I think maybe I little bit my positivity action is not a proper work, because I miss my videos sometimes for not in motivation but in the life situations. So because I wanna life lessons to all of the humans of the world. So I think we feel the emotions of the people, of the every human who can't who want to your elaborate yourself. So so actually we define our real achieve the love of your relations of Allah. So I think life is very temporary. So we don't know what to do after die, but we all know that Allah, this life is a trial we all of the person, we all of the human, we all of people, your relation, friends, and all every relation to face this problem, face this issue. But we live and stay in a graveyard, maybe a betterment of the every human philosophy. So who is the name of the uh, more deliver your motivation real. So I think we should recognize real love between nature and man. So that's why this is a relation, real love. So I think my last message is a man, a person, or all human in this category is people. So people is a mistakes and belong leave to your would leave to you in every condition, bad condition, and comes on your married condition. People come to celebrate your events. So that's why people leave you in bad condition. Must be remembered, but not. But I think I can't say. But reality is people leave you in a bad condition, be it you in a miserable condition. So why people help to all of the human? Because they have a lots of investments, a lots of money, a lots of all of the people want to buy this world, buy this planet, but not buy this heart and soul of the person. Will win the heart of every child, every person. But we don't. Why we don't? Why we do hurts for every person? If we are really educated person, scholars and teachers, and our name of the separate the hates. But why separate the hate? Because every human is can't like a uh, haters. Hate is a feeling of bad, angry. So why we are like ourselves? We like self-respect, love, and attention and focus to other person, to our and healthy full life, and not bad for thoughts for others. Because if we really fight to daily against our thoughts, but others, because I will use the fight of words over thoughts, because you know that uh, if we really real purity of your love, we have to a real good works of humans, your maybe your friends, maybe your parents, maybe your brothers, and your relationship of everything. So you know that golden words of remember, you feel good and you feel positive, you I think your real message of your love define. So I hope my video is very long, so I think next time I will more talk on the about this topic, about this these types of deal. Allah Hafiz.